home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to game number 10 of the 2020 Hayes Larks season. This is game 2 of a two-game series against the Colorado Sox. Sox got the best of Hayes yesterday. The Larks will look to bounce back. Leading off for Hayes is Grant Lung. He's up in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. The order for Hayes is Lung, Cavanaugh, Divis, and Truslow here in the top of the first. 3 straight balls from Ben Peterson for the Sox. Lung will likely take here all the way. Yesterday, Grant went 2 for 4 and scored a run in the 7-3 loss. He takes this one down the middle, called strike 1. Hitters count now for the second baseman leading off the game. Larks enter this one 6-3 on a 2-game losing streak. They are 1.5 games back in the Rocky Mountain Baseball League. We're going to have a full count after back-to-back strikes from Peterson. The Sox enter this one 3.5 games back from the Cougars in the Rocky Mountain Baseball League. They're 6-7 on the season. Righty versus lefty. The payoff pitch is popped up opposite field and out of play. We'll say the full count for pitch number 7 of the AB for Grant Lung. Peterson takes a sigh. He'll go from the windup above the head of Grant Lung over the dish. It's a 7-pitch walk to start the game for Hayes. Now to Matt Cavanaugh, the shortstop, batting in the 2-hole. Lung with a leadoff walk. On the mound for the Sox is Ben Peterson, a righty out of Broomfield, Colorado. Outside delivery called strike 1 on Matt Cav. Peterson was the 14th ranked right-handed pitcher coming out of Colorado in 2018 and plays at JCC. At the letters of Matt Cavanaugh just above him, 1-1. On deck is Wyatt Divis in the hole, Corbin Truslow. Yesterday, Matt went 0 for 3 with a walk. Waits on a delivery and is strike 2. One of Frank Leo's things that he focused on today in the team meeting at lunch was the 2-strike approach, that the Larks weren't quite doing what they're supposed to. That they have a lot of talent, it's just about capitalizing on it. We'll see what Matt Cavanaugh can do, 1 and 2. Takes an off-speed pitch outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out in the top of the first, a runner on first. Peterson nods, no delivery to Cav. Off speed over the outside part of the plate for called strike 3 against Matt Cavanaugh. It's a 5-pitch strikeout. One away in the top of the first to Wyatt Divis. Divis digs in the left-hander's batter's box. His first look at Peterson on the season. This one misses above the letters on a fastball, 1-0. Divis in yesterday's ball game went 1 for 4 and struck out 3 times. Divis from UT Arlington, teammates with Matt Cavanaugh, who just struck out for out number 1. Cranks one to the right side. It is gone and out of play past the 346 marker in right field. It's a 2-run shot for Wyatt Divis, and that is his 3rd home run of the season. That makes it to where he now has 5 RBIs, and he's just scored his 8th run. So 1 swing for Wyatt Divis, and it's a 2-run shot. He puts the Larks up 2-0 against the Sox. He read that one all the way, and he knew it right off the bat that it was gone. Scoring from first base on that was Grant Lung. Now to Corbin Truslow, 1 for 4 in last night's ball game against the Sox with an RBI and a run scored. And that was on a home run to deep right field at the Bigfoot Turf Sod Farm. One away, base is empty for Truss. Gets a good look at the Northpaw's arm and watches this one miss the zone. Delivery to Truslow, low and inside. Truslow up in the count. On deck is the catcher, Max McGuire. In the hole, Sean Cooper. Truslow sends this one to right field. Going back is Manmano. He watches it hit off the warning track and then the fence. Truslow rounds first, heads his way into second, and after a bad hop on the cutoff, he'll be in at second base with a one-out double. So Truslow continues his hot streak. He came into this one second in team batting average of players with more than 13 at-bats, and extends his team-leading hits to 13. One away to McGuire, off speed. Takes a while to the plate, and it's called strike one. On deck for Hayes is Sean Cooper. In the hole, Dylan Dreiling. McGuire swings at the same pitch. He's down 0-2. Max is batting .444 with a .583 OBP through 4 games. Has faced some injuries. He's been splitting time with Jacob Wyeth behind the dish. Wyeth has had a good road series. The LSU can get in the day off, getting some rest on those legs. No ball, 2 strikes to Max McGuire. Takes one at the letters for strike 3. 3-pitch strikeout for Max McGuire. 2 away, run around second for Sean Cooper. Yesterday, Cooper went 1 for 3 with a single. The lefty from Cochise College will dig into the left-hander's batter's box. Grant Lung started this inning off with a walk, and then Kavanaugh struck out. Divison a moonshot to right field. Truslow doubled McGuire and struck out, and it's called strike one on Sean Cooper. Peterson will go from the stretch with Truslow at second base. A swing from Sean Cooper. He's not going to make contact. He's down the count 0-2. This is the 6th hitter the Larks have played in this inning. Peterson nods at his catcher Bard, and he'll deliver an 0-2 delivery. Good eye from Sean Cooper, lays off one that dropped late, 1-2. Cooper played yesterday in right field. Today they're moving him across the grass to left field. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner on second. Inside and low, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Cooper doing a nice job working his way back into the count after being down 0-2. Swings at this one. All 3 Larks outs are from strikeouts, but they get 6 batters and 2 runs thanks to a home run from Wyatt Divis. They leave Truslow in scoring position. We move to the bottom half of the inning. Larks up 2-0. Bottom of the first we go here on Larks Network. Leading it off for the Sox will be Trey Adams. On the mound for Hayes starting this one is Patty Walsh, making his second appearance of the season. He went 3 innings in his first outing starting the game and didn't allow any hits. Only had 1 wild pitch, faced 12 batters, struck out 5, walked 1, and no earned runs. 1 did come across on him, but it wasn't earned. 1-2 count. Walsh from Aurora, Colorado, plays at Fort Hays State University. Walsh will go from the windup, delivers a fastball inside. 2-2. It's a full count now for Walsh. The payoff pitch from Walsh swung on and grounded to Palmer. Hutchinson waits on it, throws sidearm. Truslow makes a nice dig as it took a nasty hop. He moves that his left-handed glove quick, and it is out number 1. Defensively for Hayes, it's Sean Cooper in left, Jeminian in center, Dreiling in right, Truslow at first, Lung at second, Matt Cavett short, Hutchinson at third, McGuire behind the dish, and Patty Walsh on the rubber. One away now to Cody Schultz, the second baseman for the Sox. His first look at Patty Walsh this season. Patty starts the game out with 2 first pitch balls. In that last game he pitched, 50% of the at-bats were started with first pitch strikes. 2-0 to Schultz. Max McGuire lays down the signs. Walsh agrees, delivers. Tough one to lay off. It's a 3-0 count. And it's strike 1 for Walsh. Taking is Schultz. So the Larks' first game of the road series, not at the Bigfoot Turf Sod Farm. The 3-1 is grounded slowly to Matt Cavanaugh, who throws on a hop to Truslow, and they're going to say tie goes to the runner at first base. Nice throw from Matt Cavanaugh, good reaction, just a fast-running second baseman for the Sox. First hit allowed of the season for Patty Walsh. Now to the 3-hole Nolan Ackerman, the first baseman for Colorado. Patty nods at McGuire, looks over his left shoulder as Schultz goes from the stretch. 3 straight first pitch balls for Patty Walsh. A nod from Walsh. McGuire gets set up behind the dish, feet offset, and he frames this one nicely at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, runner on first in the bottom of the first. Larks got 2 in the top half of the inning for a 2-run shot from Wyatt Divis. Walsh goes from the stretch. Schultz takes off, and it's fouled back at the backstop. So we'll go 1-2 as Schultz goes back 90 feet to first base. So after starting this at-bat with a ball, Walsh has thrown 2 straight strikes, and he'll likely be more aware of Schultz now as he does take a good glance at him. Nods off McGuire once, agrees on the second one. This one grounded over the left side, out of play as Ackerman pulls it too far. We'll stay at 1-2 for pitch number 5 of the AB. Walsh gets set. Schultz takes off again, off speed, misses high, and the throw is going to go over Schultz. McGuire, a nice throw. Lung caught it at the chest, And they say when he tagged him, by the time it happened, Schultz already touched second base. Not many guys have been able to steal against Jacob Wyeth and Max Bwyer this season. So now there's a runner in scoring position with one out. Two-two becomes 3-2 as a fastball misses outside for Walsh. Takes a big sigh, gets his grip set in his glove, and he'll deliver from his right hand. Off the plate, second straight base runner for the Sox. It's runner on first and second with one out. So now to Matt Turner, the cleanup hitter. Ackerman now has 4 walks in this series. Turner gets his way into the right-hander's box. We'll have a poor view of the righty Walsh's hand. Runner takes off from second base. Walsh delivers, and it's fouled out of play. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 away, 2 on in the bottom of the first. Larks up 2-0 against the Sox. Walsh takes a look at Schultz. He stays at second as this one's fouled over the right side, out of play, 0-2. On deck is Bard in the hole, Manmano. Walsh nods at McGuire. He'll go from the stretch up in the count. He can do whatever he wants with this pitch. Chooses to throw a curveball that just tipped off the bat as it dropped to the knees. We'll stay at 0-2 for pitch number 4. Sox working Walsh's pitch count here in the first. Due up for Hayes in the second will be Drowling, Hutchison, and Jeminian. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. A changeup from Walsh gets Turner way ahead of it. It's the first strikeout of the day for Patty Walsh.